Here, talk real quick.
Hello, testing.
Let's make sure.
Dude,
Yeah.
is that going to be able to be
Are we
picked up?
rolling?
We're rolling. Yeah, we're rolling.
It's going.
I'll take it off.
Okay. I was like,
works
we're gonna
way
keep on
better.
the whole time. We might need that.
We have
Wait,
to crank him up or something.
Can I feel how heavy that is?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
it's-
pass
you
it
could-
It
down.
actually is heavier than
You
you
could
think.
knock out a homeless person with that thing, bro. I'll tell you.
I have.
Dude, you can kill someone
I
with this.
have a couple of
It's
them.
gonna be a crazy clip.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. I knew I'd fuck with you, bro.
Oh, I thought the
I knew I'd fuck with you.
How do you do this?
Look at you, dude. Can you look through it? Is
No.
it good? No, you can't.
No,
Look through the eyes.
I
I was
can't.
about to say, does it even reach?
I can't.
You might have to pat it out.
Yeah, the
That,
padding on the
that
inside.
went through. That's the same helmet
Your head
that
might
I've
be-
had
My head might be too
since
big.
the very beginning. You gotta take your glasses off. Let me try. You'll probably be able to fit.
No, I think he's got a massive head.
Dude,
It's
I got a
okay.
big head if I want to
It's a
try.
big bucket.
Yeah, I got too big.
It's like a Minecraft water
I
bucket.
got too big of a head.
Like
It
a
ain't gonna
Minecraft
work, but I'm
water
gonna try.
bucket.
Dude, careful.
Yeah.
There's lava in
There
there.
you go. You got it.
Careful when you take it off. It could cheese grate your nose.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Has that
dude,
happened?
I don't know how you've seen this thing.
It hasn't happened to me. It's happened to fans at conventions. They put it on,
Really?
they take it off, and it like cuts them. I'm like, oh, god damn it.
It did rub against my nose.
Dude,
So-
how dare they dirty it?
That's what I'm saying. So
That's
I have to stop because they used to ask all the time, can I wear your helmet whenever I'm doing like a meet and greet?
yeah.
I used to say yes because it was always
Right.
a little magical thing. And then I got horrendously ill after,
Oh.
you know, like 80
You don't
people
say.
like put it on. And so now I don't do it anymore. Now I don't
Right.
like people.
I was about to
That's
say,
fair,
putting
yeah.
that thing back on after passing it to
But
100 people.
This is literally
Dude, that's
That is crazy.
You must have an intense ass, strong ass neck.
Oh, he's gonna flex it.
No way.
He's flexing his neck.
Flexing his traps.
over the train.
Damn.
That's a thick neck. That's a thick neck.
That's some real deal shit.
Pretty sure I saw a vein
That
there.
is heavy.
when I'm out of the shower, I look like a small
So all
guy
that
coming
was-
out of a bigger guy.
Shower with the helmet.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if I do, it gets rusty. I had to
dude.
de-rust this. I polished it before I came.
That's was that custom made?
Nope.
You just
Where'd
found
you get
it?
it?
Yeah, it was found.
it smells-
this was
Damn, so
this
you just yoinked that
from
shit.
2014. It got this in 2014.
That is
Wait,
beautiful. That's
same helmet
antique.
all those
Same
years.
helmet.
That's
Look,
crazy.
If the inside of it, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see how my nose
Yeah.
and my
Oh,
mouth
yeah.
Yeah, I see
have
it.
worn
Oh,
away.
wait, so it was
my
pristine?
God.
When you-
It was completely pristine.
You gotta get
There
it
were
cleaned.
No marks. It was
Nah.
it was
Yeah.
way shinier. It was chrome. It
Feel
had,
this.
it had a polish and a finish.
That's history right
And
there.
it's-
That's
it
on
has-
his neck.
Yo, I just heard
History in the metal bucket.
There's a lot.
Yeah, wait.
I heard that too.
It
Yo,
was
I heard a
ours.
beat.
Oh, it was you?
Was that yours? Oh, I bet. Just making sure.
That's funny.
Making sure.
Holy.
We
So
got
that's
it.
like what, 30 pounds on your head?
Plus
It's
that.
probably closer to 15.
Okay.
15
That's
pounds on your
still-
head for
that's
11
crazy.
years?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
it's
crazy.
I have to really get Asian women to walk on my back, walk on my neck, you know, really just to fix it up.
That's insane.
I'm talking about massages.
Yeah, I was about to say, you were
know,
loving
deep-
those massages.
That's
Dude,
In Vegas.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
about to say, any
So-
chance you could get.
yeah, we were at, we just got back from Vegas.
We did get back from
We
Vegas.
did.
We
Yeah.
haven't even
Yeah.
introduced the podcast yet, by the way.
I was.
Yo.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, good.
Should I do it?
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah, I
back
just
to the
realized we
Clooless
just jumped
Podcast,
into it.
episode 34.
Yes.
Shout out to our sponsors, Gamer Subs. Use code CLUE
Gamer
or
Subs.
let them know, yo.
Or
Let them
use,
know,
Gamer
yo.
Subs.
or use
So-
code SWAGGER. Right?
Use
Swagger.
code Swagger.
Spread the
I'm
love.
more than happy for you guys to use code CLUE. You're on the Clueless podcast. I am sipping their flavor, and it's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Blueberry
Yeah.
lemonade.
Yeah.
Clip it, clip
He's a
it.
professional,
fuck?
Oh
bro.
my God.
Good for you.
Almost-
BBL.
It's almost as good or just as good as Crusader Ale,
Yes.
my own flavor, which you can
Come
get
on now.
at gamersubs.gg. Use code CLUE for 10% off your order.
We should get this guy
I'm about to
every
kiss this
episode.
guy, bro. I
We
swear
should
to
do this
God.
guy every
Can
time.
you do
Goon's
our
already
intro
got
every
it.
episode?
What a good pitch.
The goon's already
We're
yours.
here
He
at
did, no,
Clueless-
thank God.
We're here at Clueless Podcast, episode number
34?
34. Wow, only 34?
Only
I only
34?
Yeah.
got four.
Whoa, whoa,
34,
only.
only 34.
I feel like I've
That's
been
kind of
doing
a
this. I
long
feel like I've
time.
been here for 3 years.
Yeah,
No,
no.
God.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Retirement soon.
Hello,
Yeah, and then-
it's Swagger from the future, here from the Patreon part of the episode. That's right. We forgot to mention a very important, crucial thing. I came out with a 420 fucking music video. Hey, sorry, we didn't realize until like after we had done the whole podcast, which is very good. So definitely stick around for that. But we just had to add this part back in there. So if you want to watch the rest of the Patreon episode, make sure to go to the Patreon and check that out. See,
yeah.
perfect. It's an
Hell
integration.
yeah,
It's
easy.
Editor,
perfect.
get on that.
Easy,
Now
yeah.
everyone's
got it.
happy.
Boom.
Do it, do it.
Editor's gonna kill himself if we don't tell him this ahead of time.
Yeah, we
Hey, well,
should.
yo, guys, main episode rendered.
Yeah, he came out with this 420 drop, the 420 drop, and then we had the music video planned as well, which I wasn't even prepared for until 4 weeks prior to it. Someone had mentioned on, I think it was Twitter, hey, here's this comment that you put on this video that was released 8 years ago. It was the video that got me my start. This YouTuber, iNotorious, put this video out of guy drops epic freestyle on a surf server, where I used to go on surf servers and freestyle rap.
CS:GO?
God, I
CS:GO.
forgot about those videos.
And so I'd drop a freestyle rap to like words people wrote in the chat or whatever. And so I wrote a comment on that video, which got like 1 million views in a week. It got me from like maybe 3 or 4K subs to like, I think it was 20K in a month.
Damn! That's
So it
insane.
really got me
Yeah, that's
to
a
start.
big jump.
I started making like rap videos to like keep that audience, and I eventually became variety.
So that's
from
what you
there.
did,
That's what I
originally.
got. That was
Rapping.
that was my niche. That was my niche
That's
little
interesting.
thing. And it was
Badass.
okay.
Dude,
It was
right.
okay. It was very amateur freestyle rap.
Yeah.
It was just more of a joke and an improv exercise, and it was fun. So I wrote a comment on that video that said, "Thank you for your support. I'm going to be dropping a mixtape April 20th, 2025."
Oh my God.
And that was
Fuck with
And
that,
that was
man.
a
You saw
joke.
it
That
through.
is fucking cool.
and that was a joke that I made 8 or 9,
years ago?
close to 9
Yeah.
years.
So
That's
someone
crazy.
showed you that 4 weeks ago, and you made the music video of the song in 4 weeks?
Yes. So
That's
I
crazy.
smoked a lot of joints. So I smoke like 10 or 12 joints a day. Just about.
On average?
On average, I roll them myself. 10 or 12 joints.
Bro, you're like the fucking Snoop Dogg of YouTube.
I'll take that. So what I decided to do is, well, every time I have a joint, I'll try to write a bar or come up with a rhyme or do a stanza or whatever. And I would go out and smoke a joint, then start writing, and then get so into it, I'd smoke another joint. And then I'd be fried coming up with the shit. It took me about a week to come up with the hook and to
week,
come up
80
with all the
joints.
lyrics.
80 joints.
And some are good. They're good. And I had some I came up with on the couch, and I slapped my knee so hard. One is, she's on her knees nightly for her liege. If she honors me rightly, I'll lay siege. As long as she provably has no disease, because I don't want a princess or her peas.
Damn.
What the? Should we start snapping?
I'm just dying because I'm sitting there, I'm like, were you
shit.
writing this
I'm
alone?
writing it alone. There
Bro,
were,
and just fucking, that's a great
Yeah,
one.
dude. I was going. It was just me and my weed, dude. going
so funny.
going
Fun one,
crazy.
man.
Yeah,
That's so
it was hype. It was hype alone. It was hype.
Hell
So,
yeah!
How do you fly
That's
with
a
that? They let
fucking
that
bar.
I used to do carry on, and then we put it back into the checked luggage.
Oh, okay.
So
Do they
yeah.
ever question you?
No, they used to a lot. I had to come up.
Why do you have this?
It got so annoying to explain. I'd come up with lies. Oh, I'm very into rent fairs. Or I fight in medieval.
That's a good one,
I
though.
fight in
That's a very good
I
one,
fight
Fair.
in medieval tournaments.
Yeah.
I was
That's
talking
not
about
a bad
the
one.
weed.
Actually, a pretty good
Oh,
excuse.
the weed.
I was talking about the weed.
Oh,
not
they're
the
talking about the
helmet.
helmet.
With the helmet, too.
That just goes up his ass.
No,
yeah.
the weed's just my pocket.
The
Or
old
my
prison
bag.
wallet.
Yeah.
We're procured on location. Everywhere I go, I get weed. I don't even ask for it.
How did you?
That's
Just
crazy.
give it to him.
Yeah.
Just hand it to him.
I came
Or-
here
Like
to,
a
I came here to
has-
Texas. I have like a pound already. I don't
Really
need
is the
a
Snoop Dogg of
pound.
YouTube.
I'm telling you, he
He
is the
is.
Snoop Dogg of YouTube. Like, it just magically
beautiful.
fucking
It's cool.
spawns in.
But yeah, music video release, which was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
We wrote it. Went to a studio space. It took what, two and a half hours. We spent 2.5
Just to
hours
do
in the
one music
studio.
video? Damn.
Did you do the whole thing in one day?
to spit the bars that I wrote onto the track. And then we sent that off to a producer, and then, we brainstormed a music video.
Okay.
We did a shoot over 2 days.
There we go.
It was my boy, Zach Harris, directed by Zach.
Okay. Shout out Zach.
HW Studios, Hood Wolf Studios. Fire. Really
That's
good,
cool.
really great production. It
That's
was
impressive. You on
over
that
2
time
days,
crunch?
like 10, 12-hour
And
days.
you got it out just in time. For
And it got
Did it
out
feel-
just in time for 420, literally on the dime.
Did it feel weird to record the music video?
No, it was fun. It was not my first music video that I
Oh,
done.
really?
I've been in other people's. If you're
okay.
familiar with Boy Scout Gatsby,
No.
he did 2 music videos. One was Let Me In, and the other one was Wish You Well, and I'm in both of them, like as SwaggerSouls.
yeah.
One, I'm like shooting an AK-47, and then the other one, I think I'm, dressed as a knight.
Are you looking it up?
I'm looking at it right now. I'm watching it. It's well produced. I like it.
Which one?
music
Your
video?
music video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
good.
I watched it
It's
right
good.
before
I'll have
we
to
got
watch
here.
it after.
Yeah, I saw it on
haven't seen it
Twitter.
yet.
But yeah, that was real.
I was wondering.
Did you
what
put in the
behind
music
that
video
was.
the comment?
It starts with the comment.
Okay.
It goes,
Like-
I was
"Doosh,
about to say,
doosh,
we need some
doosh,"
context.
And then it pulls out with the context.
That's
Cool.
fire.
So you just
Yeah.
pulled a random
so
year out of your ass
creative,
when you
man.
made that comment originally?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I was like, God, 2025
Yeah,
sounds
2025.
badass. I was like, I'll make this fucking 8 years in the future me's fucking problem.
Yeah.
You son of
my
a bitch.
God.
Did it in 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Who did?
Yeah, I was
Who
gonna say,
pointed out the comment to you again?
Huh?
Who pointed out the comment to
Some
you?
random
again?
fan.
I'm gonna have to go back and like personally think, but it was a couple of
Yeah.
mentions
Gotcha.
about it.
That's
People just see the
crazy.
comment.
Those are some super fans.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
God.
Like that's what we
no,
would
yeah,
consider
that's
some
so
real
long
elite
ago.
Yeah,
knowledge.
some real lore. Some real lore for you.
Insane.
So yeah. Have some more awesome fucking cool content explained to you like that in the Patreon. All right? So we're gonna go back to the regularly scheduled programming and hey dude, maybe on the Patreon I'll fucking notice my big meaty cock. You see
Okay.
that? So I don't know if I can say that on your show. I'm
Let's make
trying
that
to get
happen.
them hyped.
How do we?
Guys, if you come to
trying
some of
to
the
get
Patreon,
them
you see his
hyped.
dick.
Yeah, he's unzipping this shit.
We promise
All
no
right.
sexual favors.
Back to the show. How did you guys enjoy Vegas? So I had to clear the goddamn. I've had a hangover in my mouth for like the last 4 days.
It was good.
Hey,
we just got
I know
sick,
the
yo.
feeling.
Yep.
This
Just
is the
what?
first day in 5 days that I didn't wake up without a fucking nosebleed.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Vegas air is insane.
It was so
It's
bad.
I
cool,
woke up,
man.
I was able to smell finally. Dude,
Yeah,
no, the Texas weather
No,
was so nice.
I got allergies as soon as I got back because of the pollen here.
Oh,
Damn,
Jesus.
you weren't thriving in Vegas.
No, I wasn't thriving in Vegas because my lips chapped, dude. That air sucks dick.
I've never had the inside of my lips dry out.
That's what I'm
It,
saying.
it felt like a clam.
Dude,
Oh,
I-
God.
My throat like dried out and everything. Like,
It was because all the perfume, smoke,
Dude, the
and
perfume and the
bro,
cigarette smell on the casino
Classic.
floor
The worst
is
combination.
insane.
Clashing like a tornado, bro.
It's an insane smell.
and
You'll never
occasional
get over.
smells of shit every now and then.
Yes,
Dude.
It's because
occasional.
in every goddamn
It's like every
casino,
10.
Oh, God.
there's a family with like a newborn infant that's
gross.
trapping their
Terrible.
pants next to the roulette.
yeah.
Why
That's
is there
wild.
an infant stroller
It's like
on the
a- it's like a-
casino floor?
It's like
Oh,
a field
God.
trip in Vegas.
It's a good luck. It's a good luck
It's
charm.
good luck charm.
The baby.
My baby's pooping diapers. It's a good luck charm. Let's just let it stink.
Dude, I feel like I lost 5 years of my life in that casino.
5 days for 5
and
years.
we're only there for like 4 days.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's insane.
It is wild how they like construct it so you get lost, you lose your friends, you're there, you lose track of time.
Oh,
it's
God.
comfortable.
Dude,
There's no
Hold on,
clocks.
hold on, hold on.
There's no clocks or
No.
windows.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
blocks.
what's so crazy about losing like track of everything? Like you lose everything because our dealer told us that the Pope died. I had no idea the Pope died.
Dude, yeah, that was
Did you even know the Pope
The
died?
Pope
Oh my
is dead.
God.
You didn't
That-
know the Pope died? Well,
That
we
must,
know
have,
that.
that, must have
Crazy
been
news.
that must have been like a thing like, how long have I been here that the Pope is
Yeah,
dead?
no, deadass. He died like, he died
God.
like 8 hours before
Yeah.
he told
And
us,
as
and I
soon
was
as
like,
he died, my luck turned around.
No,
Convenient.
he's
I
not
actually
lying, though.
won
He's
the
not
hand
lying.
after he said
Yeah,
that.
as soon as he
I
went
got-
ham,
I think I
what
got
the hell?
blackjack.
The
The
Pope
Pope
just
is
died
dead.
all in.
Can't get any worse, you
They
know.
call it Sin City.
Oh, shit.
That's so funny.
I should have
but
gone all
God.
in, bro. Fuck.
No,
I
but you
would-
really lose, like, you're cut off from the rest of the world when you're in
it's-
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And time
It's
yeah.
rough.
Dude, I really experienced it on 420 because
You were crossfaded.
brother. It wasn't.
Bro, you were
It
gone.
wasn't even CrossFit. I was just on a different planet.
Didn't you say you
Really?
wouldn't smoke?
Absolutely, I was on my own
You know,
planet.
when you're fucked up, you go nonverbal.
You do go
Yeah.
nonverbal.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I
I'm
mean.
the-
I
I'm
said
the
that.
opposite.
You're the opposite.
I'm the opposite.
You're more outgoing.
A little bit. It could. It depends. It depends.
Did you
on-
drink too? Like, did
Yes.
you drink a lot?
So the trick. Okay, here, hang on. The
Fire.
trick to it. I'm talking directly to the audience.
It's doing like
Yeah.
an promotion.
Hey, kids,
Guys,
listen up.
Let me
Listen up.
let me
Listen
teach
up.
Hey,
you.
kids, pay attention.
The trick to a good crossfade is that you drink first. Oh wait, no, you smoke
That's
first.
what I preach.
You smoke first.
Oh,
Wait,
no, I don't preach that.
You smoke the marijuana as much as you're going to, and then you start to drink. Because when you're drunk, when you're completely fucking hammered, you have no idea how much weed you're smoking or how it's going to affect you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
When you're already high, you're not going to
Pen
get
and
any
paper?
higher.
Pen and paper.
And then when you drink, you'll
It gradually-
find that gradual perfect crossfade right in the
Right.
middle. Because when you're drunk, when you're shit-faced, and then you go, I'm going to fucking take a blinker. And then you fucking,
It's so true.
and then you're like,
You start feeling like you're falling off a
Yeah.
building when you lay down.
Bro,
you're
God,
like
bro.
spinning on a ceiling
It's time to
fan.
go to.
It's
Yeah.
rough. So
I got-
that's the trick. Try
Because
not
like
to green
That's
out.
beautiful.
when you smoke, you get like not instantly high, but like you get high within
feel it instantly.
5 minutes
Yeah.
or something like that.
Within a
Where-
5-minute period.
And then when you drink, it takes a little while. So like,
metabolize.
Yeah,
I took
exactly.
5 shots at once, and it took about like 20 minutes for it all to hit.
damn.
You know, so it'll take a second for
Yeah.
it to go through.
You know what fuck you up? Espresso shots. Oh
Espresso
my
shots. Bro,
you took
God.
three.
I took 3. I don't know how I
I
survived
swear
it,
to
to be
God, he
honest.
almost had a cardiac arrest.
Bro, you should have seen him
He
at
drank, like,
Baccarat.
two
He
of
was
them.
in the
Yeah.
back going
How
like
many did you
this.
drink?
Yeah.
Bro, we got
I swear to God.
we got
bad.
espresso martini shots at the end of dinner. The
I
end of
God.
dinner.
had already had an espresso martini too, so I was
I did
already
too.
like,
I had what I did. I was like, yo, who keeps ordering espresso shots? But I'm like, I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
And
We
it-
already
you
let
know
it
what's
go to
Crazy,
waste.
half the table didn't even want it. So the waiter was like, "Do you want some more?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Damn."
I didn't, I'm like,
you care about
I didn't want
Yeah,
one.
I drank 3.
I don't like coffee, so I was like, someone else take this.
I didn't drink mine either, but like it was 11 o'clock at night, and he drank 3. You drank like 2. Or how many did you drink?
Time doesn't
I
exist.
And then we went to
bad.
bed at like 1:30.
I
Yeah.
felt bad because I convinced Grizzy. I was like, "Here, Grizzy, take some with me." And then later he's like, and I'm just like, "Yo,
clutching
did
my
I kill this
I
guy?"
think I had nothing to focus the energy on.
That's
so I
fair.
was just standing with my fucking heart racing.
I
So I
remember-
started freaking out.
I
Yeah.
remember because you were near the table. I was like, "You gonna play?" You're like, "No, I'm tweaking."
No,
I was like,
yeah,
"Are
exactly.
you okay?"
I was like, if I sit down, I'm throwing 10 bands.
Well, you
like
needed to sit down.
No.
We needed you to sit down there.
Not when there's 10 rows of players.
It
so
came back. It
oh,
came
it
back.
comes back.
Dude,
Yeah, so we were all in Vegas. You guys were there for the WrestleMania, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Same-
yeah.
The same as our reason too.
Yeah.
WrestleMania. What'd you guys think?
I loved it.
I never really cared about wrestling. I watched it a little bit when I was a kid, like maybe it was on TV. I fucked with that head.
It was a
I
good
was
time,
exactly
It
the
was a
same.
blast.
bro. We saw fans cry over there,
Dude, they
That's
were going
insane.
nuts.
That's
I
insane.
cried with them.
dude.
For real? When Travis Scott showed up?
Travis Scott got body slammed.
Bro,
was
Travis
the
Scott lost me
funniest.
$200.
I was the
Oh,
funniest
shit.
thing in the
You
world.
were doing
I
a
was-
side bet with people. You were betting.
He was
with
doing side
the
bets
Yeah,
the
he
whole
was doing
time.
side bets the whole
I
time.
just side
He was
bets with
up.
multiple people.
yeah, he
you
was
up?
up.
I was.
You were like, I just at the end of every fight, you came down. Thank you.
Yeah.
He didn't wait.
So
the moment he heard
nonchalant.
ding, 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 his hands out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
he's like, that was
He would just come out of
good
nowhere.
fight, bro.
Pay up.
Rey Mysterio's son clutched up for me, bro.
Dominic.
Good, man.
I took him. I forgot who I bet with. I think it was you and 2 others. But then like everybody else was taking. I said, "Fuck it, I'll take the little guy." And then everybody
that
else
one
starts
dude
rolling
with the
out.
mustache.
Yeah.
Dominic
Yeah.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
Rey Judgment Day. I think
Mysterio's
his name
son.
was Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But
Dominic, yeah.
Yeah.
all the other guys come out. They're fucking jacked as
They're
shit. I'm
huge.
like, my guy's chalked.
And then-
I just
Dude.
went, grabbed a hot dog, and I was like, it's over. I'm down 100.
I'm telling you, half that's not acting, bro. They were killing.
No,
like
here-
300 pounds.
here's the thing.
flying on you.
Here's the thing. I've like never been in a WrestleMania, even still not. Like, but it was still fun to go with friends. But that shit is like a talent.
Like
Oh,
you
it
can,
is.
You can
It's
tell,
impressive
You
'cause
can
it
is
tell
impressive.
when they like obviously don't hit each other and
Yeah.
they're just all like dicking
Yeah,
around
it's-
and they're like,
yeah.
literally John Cena. He was like, "You okay?" He was like, "Hit me again." Like you could see him mouthing it.
Yeah.
When they really hit each other,
They,
Dude,
they
yeah.
definitely like
With the
dude,
chairs?
They're
Yeah,
jumping
with
on
the
that.
chairs, like they straight up like
There's-
jump from the top and then just like pencil dove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
no.
they like stomp
They're
on it, I'm
able
like,
to
this is
sell
not.
it, and you're on a canvas, which is like not really fucking you up that bad.
Yeah.
Like there's tricks, and they fall a certain way, but man,
Yeah.
they're so goddamn good at selling. And you can't tell me that like, oh, wrestling is fake, and so
Yeah.
it's like lame. It's like, dude, I've seen like they have those giant, huge, buff, ripped guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Like do like ninja flips.
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the
That was
floor.
Like 300 pounds.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're like giant meaty guys. They're like on all of the trend, and they're like doing swan dives onto each other. You're like, how can you not respect the acrobatics?
Yeah, no, I'm
You
Yeah,
can't
oh,
not respect
absolutely.
the-
God, it's
purely
very
the
impressive.
athleticism. It's like, and it's
Exactly.
theater, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
agree.
that's
Yeah.
that's what I love. It's like when I got there, I realized I'm like, oh, this is like a This is like a play.
It's a
Not
show.
play.
Yeah, it's literally
It's
a show.
Exactly.
It's a
It's
show.
It's medieval
entertainment.
times.
Exactly. So they're
Exactly.
obviously not hurting each other, but then the cringe part about it, like that I've always thought, it is they're overacting with, they're like, ah. And they're acting like they're
Well, like
dying. And then
5
they
minutes
get
of
up and
laying
they
on
do
the
a
floor.
triple flip. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
never
Like 10
dying.
Like they're getting
Yeah.
up and they're not looking behind them and they're like just breathing heavy. But
Yeah.
Staring into the camera.
It looked and felt awkward for us because there was
no one
There
down
was
there.
no commentators.
There's
Yeah.
zero commentary
Yeah.
in
Bro.
the arena when you're there. So you
just
just
ambience.
seeing people like running to the
Rolling
ropes
around.
and flying. and,
Everybody's
Like Barbie
hyped,
dolls.
everybody comes out, and then as soon as the bell rings, silence
like,
in your
completely silent.
on the stage, and then when they do one cool thing, everybody
And me,
cheers.
5 Coors Lights and going, oh!
Rhea Ripley, I love you.
Dude, Rhea Ripley. Oh my God, bro. She's so
I
bad.
don't think. I thought you were gonna pass out.
With Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan
Yeah.
Paul came in and go, lost 25 Bitcoin on crypto
I
zoom.
literally started chanting, "Where's my money?"
Where's my money? Yeah, that
So
was
funny.
No, I think it's funny because, like you're saying, it is, it's theater, it's acted out, and some are really good, and some are really bad,
Yeah.
bro.
There were better
which
fights
one?
and worse fights.
Yeah,
There's some that are
100%.
gimmicky. There's some that are like
yeah.
pretty lit.
Yeah.
Day one was kind of like if I didn't start betting, I probably would have fell asleep in the back, bro.
The final fight on day one with the 3 dudes, Collins, Roman, and somebody else.
Roman Reigns
No
and
love.
someone
Yeah,
else.
that one was
That was a good-
actually good.
Dude, that was
Oh
so
yeah,
Tiffy
Tiffy
time?
time, dude.
Dude, that was
Tiffy
so
time?
funny. with
Tiffy
the-
time.
Well, whatever the manager, the guy in the suit,
Dude,
betrayed
Dude,
both
that
of
was
them.
so
Oh,
good.
that
The
was
Lord-
that was
the
so
Lord down was
funny.
good.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he's having a heart
He's having a heart
attack.
attack while watching. He's like, I can't believe this is
he was
happening.
having cardiac arrest on the sideline.
and the double betrayal.
Yes, he starts betraying
Yeah,
them, bro.
I
I
couldn't
couldn't believe
believe
it.
it.
That's what I
Even
love.
I got invested.
I
I was
love
like,
that
no
shit.
way.
Wait, I
Did he
love
punch
that
him in
I was
the
like,
nuts?
no way.
Did he punch him in the
Yeah.
nuts?
Yeah, he
Yes,
punched
both
two of them in the
in the
nuts.
nuts.
Both of them.
Damn.
I might start watching it
How
religiously,
the second
bro.
guy not see the first guy
I
get
don't know,
hit?
bro.
Because he thought he could trust him.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, you just betrayed him for me.
Dude, that's the
just
thing.
kidding.
People like DM me on like Twitter or whatever the fuck, and they're like, "Do you actually know the war, or are you just going for the vibes?" I'm like, "The war."
Laura,
Bro.
8 beers deep.
That guy just hit him in the nuts. Give me another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me another
I'm like,
drink.
bro,
Oh
I'm not
my
paying
God.
attention. It's,
Oh, so
it's
that-
Tiffy time. You know?
It was a great experience.
It was good.
loved it.
All I know and paid full attention to, and I wish I had binoculars for, was all the female fights. They were fucking phenomenal.
Amen, brother. Amen,
time.
I ain't
brother.
never seen physics like that.
Bro,
Jiggle physics
It
like
was
that.
no, God.
insane.
Oh my
Gotta
god.
get
It's
some
also just
binoculars
cool.
next time.
It's also just cool to be able to say that you like saw John Cena.
Bro,
Yes,
God.
like
Like a
the
fight.
last time.
Yeah, literally. Like that's
Defend his title. Sorry, spoilers.
Is
Oh,
it the
shit.
last time? Who knows?
No, he's
Let's
gonna
be
like,
honest.
he's
It's
gonna
his
keep fighting
last
throughout the year.
WrestleMania, but
Oh.
he's still in the wrestling games.
Yeah,
would-
he's gonna
okay,
he'll
okay,
retire
okay.
like at the end of the year.
I was talking
Gotcha.
to Yummy. I'm like, no way they make him a bad guy and then ruin his legacy and then make him retire.
I want to say
Well,
ruin
yeah,
his legacy.
His whole thing is that he's like the nicest
good guy?
dude in,
Yeah.
in WrestleMania.
I think it was badass. I'm going,
And then it, like him switching up, dude, it was so funny. You remember where they changed all of his shirts and
Yeah, to
sayings?
like,
and everything? You can't see me.
you
yeah,
can't
oh
see
yeah,
me.
you can't see me. Yeah, they swapped his memes.
I
It
never
was, it
saw
was
that.
like always choose hate or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
choose hate.
Only choose hate.
That was so good.
Always
funny.
give up.
Yeah.
Like, it just says that.
It was good.
It was
I
funny.
never saw
And
that.
then we even got to see Randy Orton.
yeah,
That's
Oh my
another like
God.
staple
He went
in
against
this
what?
shit.
Joe? Was he against Joe?
Joe
Hendry.
I hate that
Joe
guy, bro.
Hendry.
That was
That
the
was hilarious.
fastest.
That
That
was
was
so
hilarious.
fast.
That was the fastest match.
Oh,
that
you're
was
probably-
Hey,
ever.
man, guy's a little old.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say, he
exactly.
can't hang as
You know,
much.
it's like yeah, make it so that I tap him out in like 2 minutes because
Like,
I'm
literally.
that ass. It's like no,
That's
man,
valid.
I'm like 55. I get winded. My back hurts a
John-
little
Yeah.
bit.
John Cena did
They're
good
so
for his age too.
No,
He-
oh,
that
for
was the
sure.
longest-
John
They did
Cena's
phenomenal.
ripped.
Oh yeah.
They did fucking phenomenal. Every
Dude.
single thing was lit.
I'm still thinking about that turn from Joe.
Yeah, I was about to
When he
say.
just turned and looked at the
Yeah,
camera.
when
He's
Yeah,
like,
just smiling.
Yeah.
And then RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So good.
So funny. It was overall a pretty good time.
It was.
One of the wrestlers crashed an ATV.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Stone
was- oh my
Cold.
God.
Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold Austin,
He's
yeah.
the one that was shotgunning the
He
beers,
was
right?
drunk as fuck.
right.
on
If we
that
watched it,
ATV.
I was like, did he just run into someone?
Yeah.
Like, I thought he ran into the
That was
crowd.
that was
He's like, "Are
not
you okay?"
planned. That was not planned.
No, I know.
No,
He
no,
was
not
on
at
his
all.
grass.
There was a lady was filming. Well, I guess everyone was filming. the lady that he crashed right in front of, dude, there's footage of it on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah,
I
he
need to see
drives
that.
right into them, and the wall just caves in. It's an LCD wall.
Hopefully
Who
she didn't
knew
get
how
hurt.
much that shit cost?
Oh my
That's
god.
fair.
It would have been an honor.
No wonder he
low-key.
didn't drive it back. They
Yeah.
made his ass walk back.
Yeah,
They were like, you cannot drive that thing
no,
back.
no.
You're
This guy
too
just-
drunk.
This
You're
guy just
done.
shotgunned 8 beers in a row.
Literally.
You are
He
walking back, buddy.
I think it was literally he went to every corner, took 2 beers, smashed them together, and sank
Yeah, I
them.
was saying they just toss it in. Is that like his thing?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
his thing,
That's
yeah.
his thing.
Dude, I thought it was milk at first. I ain't
Oh,
gonna
Timmy
lie.
bought me
It was
Because how bubbly it was.
It was like all foam.
Yeah, it was nothing but
I saw
foam.
that. I was like, I could do better.
That's
You
crazy.
could do better.
I could chug better.
8
Yeah, but
beers.
I just thought
yeah,
about,
but, like-
how big of a mess he made on the stage. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
people who came up next had to
I
smell
feel
that
so
shit.
The ring
bad.
was
It's like,
sticky.
damn, I gotta yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all
Just
sticky.
He,
So
he
great.
barely even swallowed any of that shit.
No.
It just went all
no,
over.
hell no. For his age,
It's all just a show.
yeah.
It was
No, but
fun.
WrestleMania was
Dude,
badass,
the
bro.
production value of it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like the whole stage and everything like
It
that.
was pretty fucking
Oh,
It
yeah.
was great. That everybody had their own themed like color and shit like that. I loved it.
Yeah, they played
Tiffy
Fiend
time.
18 times.
Fiend,
Dude,
oh my
Fiend?
God.
That,
Bro,
Travis
I'm
Scott
glad,
getting-
I'm glad Travis Scott showed up. If he
Bro,
didn't show up, I'd be like, bro, Fiend that many times with no Travis Patty.
Travis
lost my
Scott
mind.
getting like tackled was so fucking funny.
But he
It
didn't
was
get
worth
tackled
it.
though. Did
Yeah,
he
he
weave?
did.
He
They
got
took-
he
full
got-
body
he got-
slammed.
Yeah.
I missed it. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Fumble.
dude, I think the funniest shit was like when he was walking up towards the end, and he was like, "You," and he goes, "You want me?" Then he almost
was
like went,
great.
like he pulled up his pants like he was about to square up.
Yeah.
like, he was dead ass just gonna punch him in the face.
So
Bro.
funny.
He
Dude
swung
is-
at him, and then he
dude
got
is
tackled down.
As scrawny as me, bro.
Is he like permanently a part of the
I
WWE
think he is
now?
He has merch with the
Yeah, he has
WrestleMania.
merch.
Yeah.
really?
Official merch,
Oh,
yeah.
he got like partnered with him, I guess.
Please don't tell me every WWE match is gonna play Fiend now.
Might.
It's
Who
the
knows,
official
bro?
theme song. That's what
Oh,
they said.
God.
Of the arena, it was the arena.
Of the arena,
Okay.
yeah.
song.
That arena was cool too.
It was a great arena. Man.
Yeah. the
Oh,
Raiders
bro, it was
arena.
a good
It was a
time.
good ass show.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
not a good walk back.
It was not a good walk
No,
back.
Oh my
it was a
God.
famous
Escalator?
walk back.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
There was this escalator that was completely packed, filled
Yeah.
to the brim,
Oh my
and
God.
they closed down one of the like. If you've never been to Vegas, there's this strip, and it's. If you're not in a car, it's awful. They did not plan pedestrian infrastructure well at all.
They did
There
not.
was like 3 closed pedestrian bridges. So 60,000 people pour out of this arena. They're all on the strip. You have to walk past what smelt like a sewage treatment plant. It was disgusting. I'm surprised people weren't throwing up. And then you walk past it, boom, like one way up and over the fucking street to get
One
to the
escalator.
strip.
Bro.
One escalator. No, actually it was 2. When I got there, an escalator was going down.
Oh.
And
yeah.
then people started
running
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 up the
up. Oh,
escalator.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, no shot, these people are doing this. And one really big guy
No.
No,
starts sprinting up, and everyone's like, "Go, go, go!" And dude, I swear, like, must have been like 800 people at this escalator, packed like sardines, screaming, "Go, go, go!" And he gets like, I swear, dude, 95% of the way to the top, and he fucking topples over and just like starts tumbling down. 3 people behind him catch him, lift him up, and he starts trying to go up again. The crowd's going insane, and then he
that's crazy.
puffs out, doesn't do it, and as he's like, dude, the fucking ride of shame.
Oh yeah.
Just going
And
back
the
down.
entire audience is going, boo.
No.
I saw
That's
that.
embarrassing.
That's so
I think
funny.
I saw that.
Dude, it was on
That's
on
so funny.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I saw
It's on
that.
TikTok.
It was
Yeah.
on TikTok?
I saw a bunch of clips after of people complaining, like
didn't
showing
get
the
any.
escalator.
That's
It was
crazy.
I'm pretty sure we might have
ridiculous.
been in a TikTok. I was like, is that
That
us
was
going
funny
up
as
it?
fuck, though. It was.
Oh, hell yeah.
That guy was so embarrassed, man. I wanted him to win.
Dude, I was pissed when we got to the other side because the reason it was clogged is because
Nobody's moving.
Bro, this is the
Nobody
first
was
time
moving.
No, I had to do some friendly fire. There's an open staircase, but everybody
yeah.
wants to take the escalator down. I'm
like,
you
bro, just-
fat fucks, go! What the fuck?
Bro, it felt like the fucking Walking Dead, bro.
It
I
did.
forgot there was 60,000 people.
Everyone's
That's
just
insane.
sitting there like shambling, like
It was
Dude,
terrible.
I got caught at the top of the escalator, and I like couldn't move past the first moving platform.
The
I'm like, bro,
fact-
I'm gonna like die
The
if y'all
fact
don't move.
that there's standstill traffic on a bridge and the escalator is on,
And it's just
terrible.
constantly
a
moving.
moving
Bro, I was like,
escalator.
After we got off it, they stopped it. They turned it off.
thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Because I was going to get squished to
Yeah,
death.
because we went up it, and the moment you get up it, there's a billion people at the top. And you
Yeah.
can't
It was
move.
scary.
funny.
You have
Dude.
to push because if you don't, then you're stuck on the escalator.
Everybody's screaming like, move.
Yeah.
Like, no, of course
Dude,
I'm trying
that
to
was
fucking
so
move.
funny. Everybody was. It wasn't like quiet,
Floor's
but
moving for me.
it wasn't quiet. But I definitely all the way in the back, like a couple people back. I hear Droid. Oh, I'm trying to move. I'm trying.
Because she has the audacity. Keep moving. No, I just want to stand here. Like, come to
Actually, I want to see. Hey, is that a constellation up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Man,
Let me get my
it's beautiful.
telescope.
Let me get the set up.
Hold on, there was a guy
tripod.
down there selling drinks. Let me go back real quick.
It was just unbelievable.
When I got up the escalator and I realized like how fast we got to get through, I just hit the Wakanda Forever. I said, nope.
Grizzly deadass walked like that the
Bro, I
entire
started
time.
running through like Reinhardt. Just nope, nope, nope.
Hilarious.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
I felt bad because the guy up like in front of me kept like tumbling over. I'm like, bro,
What are
it's
you
me
gonna
or
do,
you.
man? What
What
are
are you
you
gonna
gonna
do?
It's me or you, brother.
That
I'm
ass, it was
sorry.
survival of the fittest there. Swear to
It
God.
was. It was not a very nice walk back.
It was not.
No.
It was
No.
pretty.
Dude,
pretty
it was
miserable.
funny
intense.
because like if beforehand it would probably be like what 20-minute walk or some shit
Yeah.
like that from the strip to the arena.
Yeah.
Bro, it took us an hour.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what's
no.
funny? You know what's funny too? It was like we had a shorter path.
Yeah, I
and
found
then,
a different path on Google Maps. I was like, let's take this path.
And then everybody else is like, I want to walk the strip. And we're like, all right, fine. We didn't even see anything on the strip.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
We were
they're
just
like,
trying to
if you want
survive.
entertainment. Let's go to the
It
strip.
wasn't even like, there were buskers and shit, but most of the people on the strip were like a scam. But you see those pretty Vegas gals?
Bro,
with
yeah,
the-
they were
with
coming
the
on to us.
With the
Ladies.
asses out, they come up and go, oh, hey, want to take a picture? Huh?
Yeah, they were like-
oh, yeah, sure.
Bro,
They're
they're
like,
like,
take a picture with the pretty showgirl, and then, that'd be $60.
Bro,
Yeah.
God. They're
People-
like, which one of you are fun? And
Yeah.
bro, they
People
started
threw
pointing
you
at
under the
me.
bus.
Yeah, fucking Donkey was
which-
like, he's fun. He's fun.
Which one of you is the fun one?
You know what's
Droid.
fucked up? She looked at me and she was like, oh, hell no. She went straight
hell
towards
no.
John. She went
That's
straight
so
towards
crazy.
John.
That's
I was like,
That's
whatever.
so funny, dude.
That's funny.
That was funny. I want to have fun anyways.
A lot of hustlers on the strip. Hey,
The girls
you guys
with the-
look
No,
big.
God.
You guys want to go to
Yeah.
the strip club?
Yeah.
We saw Gabriel Iglesias.
We
You
did. We
did.
saw
Bro,
Gabriel Iglesias.
that was
Oh,
badass.
that
Remember you guys
that
got
was
pictures
awesome,
with him?
bro.
Yes,
The
I
fact-
never geeked out so much in my entire
The
life.
fact that me and Droid and our friend Uriel were the only three people
only
geeked out
Hispanics.
about
I was geeked
the
out, but I was
Mexican
like-
god himself is so fucking funny.
Oh my God, I never freaked out so much in my entire life.
Is Uriel Mexican?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is. Yes.
And we're the only three people who went up and got a photo.
That's valid. No, I saw that.
I didn't want to, steal any thunder, and
That'd be
also I was
me.
like, three people's the perfect amount to
Yeah.
go up to.
He was
him.
about to
Yeah.
get in his
Yeah,
car.
he was leaving.
Fourth
Yeah.
comes up, then they're gonna be like, no one gets a photo.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of other people go, oh wait, what's this
Yep.
crowd? Is Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah, that's
and then,
fair.
and then
Yep.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, not wrong.
Then he's staying longer.
I mean, I
And
kinda,
also
I
meant,
mean,
meant
he
so
was
much more
really-
to you guys. So.
Yeah,
He
dude.
was
I fucking
really nice, by the way.
I grew up
Dude,
watching
he
him.
was
He
a
was
legend.
super cool.
Yeah.
What a nice guy, bro. I had to scream, Martin! I had to, bro. I had to. Oh my God,
Bro,
classic.
I was gonna be so mad at you if you didn't go and take a
I know.
picture.
I was like,
You
do
were
I go
like, I
take
don't
a
know,
We were
dude, should I?
contemplating it.
So
I was-
goddamn
yeah, I
Because you don't
cool.
want to bother him, but like,
Yeah,
it's-
'cause I
when
get
are you
it.
ever
What
gonna
if-
see him
you're
again?
never gonna get that opportunity.
No,
again.
God.
So it's like you got to do it.
I thank God I did.
I'm sure he's used to it too. So it's
Yeah,
Oh,
Pezzi
hell
was
yeah.
like, if you don't go take a picture of them, I'm gonna kill you. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going. I'm going. Oh my
photo or-
God.
because I know how much you liked him.
Oh yeah, I
And
grew up
you
watching
even.
him. He's a fucking guy. He's a
Yeah.
legend.
I feel
we
like
all
that'd be
grew up
me with
watching
Kevin
him.
Hart.
You with
Hell
Kevin
yeah.
Hart?
That's like the only I think. There's
Comedian?
a very few list of like celebrities
Celebrities.
that I would like force
Geek over?
myself.
Oh
to, yes.
yes.
If
I
I saw
agree.
Jim Carrey, I'd.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
Jim
I'd
Carrey for
fold
sure.
for Jim
Ray
Carrey.
Dude, yeah,
Huh?
Jim Carrey's
I'd
just,
fold for Jim Carrey, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
would. He would be probably one of the few celebrities I would like.
I'd geek out.
I would
Freak over?
geek out.
I'd be like, oh my God.
I feel like I could keep my composure with like literally every other celebrity.
Yeah.
but
Yep.
Jim Carrey, dude.
It's
Like,
so I wouldn't be able to like. I'd be like, dude, you don't get it.
I don't know. If I saw Robert Downey Jr., I might have to go up.
Shit,
Really?
the list
So
is
would I.
expanding.
Yeah.
Oh,
So would
the
I.
list
That's
is
Iron Man,
expanding.
bitch.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fair.
I gotta go up.
Okay, Robert Downey Jr.
Rhea Ripley.
oh, easily. That's a no-brainer.
Tiffy time.
Tiffany time.
Tiffany Time. That's her full name. Tiffany Time.
Tiffany time.
Yeah, Tiffany time.
I'm trying to think. I got Kevin Hart. Robert Downey Jr. is now there. Billie Eilish.
Oh,
Whoa.
dude, Billie
That's a
Eilish?
shout. That's a
I
shout.
did
I
Eilish,
heard,
that's
I
Eilish.
heard she likes mirrors.
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 What does that
What
mean?
does that mean?
Oh, you're not familiar with the interview?
No, I am not.
Now I regret bringing it up.
Hey, explain the joke.
So,
Why?
well, it's not a joke, but she apparently, loves to. What would the term be? She likes to Jill in front of the mirror.
Jump in front of the mirror?
To Jill. To
Jill.
Jill it?
Jill?
Never
Oh,
heard of that term in my
What does that
life.
even mean?
You know how you
that like jorking it?
Jack and Jill? You Jack and Jill?
Oh.
She said that?
Apparently in front of the mirror.
Whoa! That's
It-
crazy.
I gotta
Can we
try
get a
that.
fact check? Can we get a
Can we
fact
get a
check for
fact check on
that?
that?
We're gonna get fact check.
That
a live
is
fact check here.
crazy knowledge.
I feel like I'm dropping a bomb on you guys.
Yeah.
This is elite ball knowledge.
and on your audience
This
as
is
well.
crazy.
And this is nothing against Billie Eilish. I love her music. I love her style.
Did she say that?
I love the
What
style.
is just
can't-
spreading misinformation?
Right?
I can't.
Oh, it's someone else.
What else do you know about celebrities?
I can't yuck anyone's yum.
Where did you see that?
I saw it on Twitter.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You gotta believe Twitter.
Yeah, you gotta
was-
believe
it was-
Twitter.
it-
Believe
Well,
Twitter.
now we know
it
it's
wasn't
true.
Twitter. It was actually everything app, the internet town square.
That's so funny.
And I'm pretty sure it was an interview she did live with her brother, which is a crazy,
What a crazy time to drop that.
which is a crazy time to drop it. Which
According to the Daily Beast, Billie Eilish says she loves masturbating in the mirror and smoking it outside.
there you have it.
Oh, you heard it here.
That's crazy.
So there's a
That's
chance.
crazy.
If you ever meet
That's
Billie
beautiful.
Eilish, just like put a mirror in front of your face. Maybe you got a chance.
That's crazy.
Might have to give it a shot.
Oh my God. I've never.
What? Jerking off in front of the mirror?
Right.
Never tried it.
She might put us on. I don't know.
tried it.
We'll give it a try.
I followed my queen's advice. It was okay.
This is what I call self-love.
That means he's gone behind the wheel.
You
He's
just
done
look at
it.
yourself?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
that's what's up. You love yourself, dog?
That's
No,
fine.
that was a
Self-love,
little weird.
true
I'm not an eye
self-love.
contact guy, so
I'm down to try it out.
it was kind of like, nah, yeah, it looks about what I'd expect.
All right,
it
let's
to
all
look.
go try it, guys.
All right.
Together.
Okay, I'll go
Together.
first.
Let's get
Right now.
Hold
together.
hands.
Get one big mirror.
Start up the line at the
big
bathroom.
sphere.
Oh,
Have
shit.
you ever
That's
seen
crazy.
those mirrors that are like above a bed?
Yeah.
On the ceiling?
Yeah, that's epic.
Imagining
Why
that.
you're jerking?
I'm imagining that right
You try to shoot a load onto the mirror on the ceiling.
That is some Devil May Cry type.
You're-
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That is some,
You're edging for like a 12-hour streak trying to hit the
oh
height.
God, dude,
Trying to Spider-Man web that shit.
dude, I think I'd be too freaked out to have a mirror like that.
It-
I
it
thought
is-
you were
it is.
pulling your pants down like,
Didn't
oh
you want
God.
a mural of yourself on the ceiling one
No
time?
No,
way.
no.
A mural
of yourself.
No.
I
Wake
could've
up.
No.
Good morning, beautiful.
I remember you saying some
No,
shit like
I didn't
that.
say I wanted a mural. I said when I moved into or when I got my house, I had ideas from the previous guy, and it was like, what if I commissioned paintings of previous historic events but replace it with
you.
me?
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be tough.
So like
That'll be
you're
tough.
in the plane flying into the tower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Example.
Sorry.
That's
I was
an
thinking
example.
like George Washington.
Yeah,
but
I
that
was
could work
thinking-
too.
I was thinking of that motherfucker on the tip of the boat that's like,
That's George Washington.
That's George
George
Washington.
George
There you go.
Washington.
That was epic. Our founding father literally crossed an icy river to murder a bunch of people.
He did do that.
On fucking Christmas Eve, dude.
You want to be? That's
you
what
wanna
you
make
want to be.
yourself bad.
That's what you want to be.
whoa.
That's what you're preaching, though.
That's no, I just thought it'd be funny.
It would be.
It would be.
I didn't say I was going to commit it.
So
You got to do a Napoleon too. Sit on a horse.
I can't believe I
The
missed
Mona
both
Lisa, but it's
9/11.
me.
That's crazy.
No, it's okay. We accept that here. Well, no, we don't accept it,
Hey,
but
we're all clueless
You
here.
want a
Okay.
safe space?
What happened?
yeah, safe
This is a
space.
safe space.
Don't worry about it.
Dude, oh my God. Imagine the Mona Lisa, but it's me.
Bro.
I got
with the
you know what?
jugs?
I got the Mona Lisa in there.
You with no eyebrows, just smiling.
Yes.
Wait, did
I'd
the Mona
be
Lisa have
Somebody
no eyebrows?
Photoshop it.
Originally, she had eyebrows, and over time, it faded away.
Whoa, what the hell?
Yeah,
That's
like
interesting.
real eyebrows.
And it just disappeared?
Yeah, just the paint got old.
Oh, okay. I think you meant like a real life.
I think you meant
Like
like
it was
She
just
had like
disappearing.
real thin eyebrows painted on.
Oh, okay.
Originally, fucking way back when,
Dude, what I'm curious about is like, where's the actual Mona Lisa?
I think they have it
fucking
locked
in
up.
a grave somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe I was gonna say because you see copies of it fucking
No,
everywhere.
Oh,
You know,
you're talking about the painting.
Yeah.
Like the
thought the actual
In a
grave
grave
somewhere?
the actual Mona
Talking about
Lisa.
the
Yeah,
person?
she's
Yeah.
fucking dead.
It's
Duh.
Where's
probably,
Lisa?
it's probably in a museum, but that probably isn't it. It's
my
probably
basement.
It's
in
in the.
somewhere.
It's in the. Isn't it in the?
It's in the Louvre.
the Louvre.
But is that the
but-
real one?
No, it's not.
Exactly.
It's
They
been,
don't put
the
real
one
out.
behind the casing is not the real one. It's like in a safe.
Isn't the Louvre like slang for a bathroom?
Nope.
No.
That's
no,
the Louvre.
That's the Louvre. That's what I thought
The
too.
Louvre is the
Mona Lisa's
museum
a
in France.
Right?
the Mona Lisa's in the bathroom.
Taking a piss. Yo, what's up, Mona?
The real one, by the way.
The real one is a painting in the bathroom.
Oh shit!
I've been to the Louvre.
You have?
yeah?
Where is it?
Uh-huh. It's in France.
You've been to France?
I went to France one day.
Really?
One day.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, no, we were in London
You
and
smelled piss?
yeah,
He smelled
smelled
and
piss,
left.
got pickpocketed and
What
left.
smells worse, Las Vegas or
Pocket-
got
France?
smelled a
shanked.
bunch of piss, ate a croissant, and left.
I did eat a crepe.
Oh, a crepe.
A crepe. I ate a
French
crepe
shade.
next to the Notre Dame. I actually
crap.
did.
I'm sorry. I just said crab.
No, I was in London for a week, and then you can take a train to Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
fair.
we took a train to Paris for one day, saw the Eiffel Tower, saw the Louvre, saw the Notre Dame, and then fucking left.
That's crazy.
Did
Fire.
you see the Notre Dame before fire?
Yep. Before fire.
Before it did catch on fire.
Before I got burned down.
Forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went
Same.
there, it was burnt down, and we were like, "This shit sucks."
Yeah.
Damn.
Why would anyone come to see this burnt piece of shit? And we
That's
laughed.
crazy.
I didn't say that. I said it in a way nicer.
Said that in
way.
front of everyone.
in a more
Yeah.
kind
In front of the
way.
rest of the tourists.
Right.
Yeah,
In front of all
this
the
is a piece
locals.
of garbage.
All locals.
I go, what's this piece
Really?
of shit?
Y'all got brochures for this shit?
Yeah.
What's the hype about?
How
Why
good
don't they
is-
just rebuild it?
fucking build out of stone?
Build it out of stone.
The fuck?
I was gonna say you're pretty well traveled over the past couple of years.
You've been like everywhere.
Dude, you've been
Asian.
around.
Never been, and that was my first time in Vegas.
That was your first time
Yeah.
in Vegas?
I find that hard to believe.
First time in Vegas.
You were thriving there.
I
I'm
You
not
were a
gonna lie.
natural there.
We were doing okay.
Yeah, that's surprising. I thought
I
you would have
think
been there.
we've all found that our favorite game is
Baccarat.
Baccarat.
And-
We knew from last time that we went.
And the banker
Always
Always
wins.
better than
always
banker.
wins.
A little birdie
I
told
will
us that.
say, it's gonna be a dangerous game the next time I go.
Why?
He's
He
thinking about going
wants to do
player.
player so
He wants to
bad.
do player.
What?
Whoa,
Dude,
no.
Look at his face, dude.
Whoa, dude.
You're
just-
gonna,
you-
you're gonna
eyes-
piss him off.
You
Yeah.
killed his
The
fucking
eyes.
vibe.
Look at his
No,
eyes.
guys, it was just a thought. It was just a thought.
Yeah, that thought does a lot.
Are you guys comfortable with going over how much we were down?
Oh, we already aired it
I
out.
already aired out how much money I made.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He's the
I did.
biggest
Bro,
winner.
as soon as he
You
said
were
on stream,
good.
I'm like, all right, I'm saying
I
it.
heard.
I did. I
heard.
said on stream. I'll go ahead and say it now. So here's how I started off. Right. Last time we went, I left with $10,000. Right. I left
pretty
with
good.
10,000. I just left it in my house. Right. I didn't cash it in because I didn't want it to get taxed. So this year I just brought the 10,000, and my plan was to take 2 every day. So I was
Bro,
gonna
just
take 2
submit
out
it to
of the 10.
tax evasion.
No.
No,
never
no,
that.
it's called smart.
Yeah.
It's called smart.
I only took 2 every day. The first day I took 2. I only spent that 2 the entire trip. Only 2K out of the 10.
That is
And you
crazy.
two of the 10, and then you made
$26,000.
$6,000. Now,
And that can
It's-
be you. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Guys,
kidding.
gamble.
And by the way, I am going to spend an ungodly amount on Pokemon cards.
and there
Absolutely.
you go. And the
As you should.
casino always wins eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it
No,
does.
go ahead.
In this way, the casino is Pokemon cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
It's a
next
hustle,
time?
yo. It's
Yeah.
a hustle.
It's all right,
time,
dude.
I'm
You'll get a
bringing-
good poll. You'll get a good poll.
I'm
Oh,
bringing
for
5
sure.
times the amount I
No.
brought.
worth of
Shut
cards.
up.
I hope I get some.
Hold up.
Wait, what?
You got to hear what he just said.
What he
say?
said, next
What?
time we go to Las Vegas and play some Baccarat, I'm bringing 5 times the amount I brought this time.
There's
How much?
no
you,
way.
How much did you?
I need
you say it?
I need to have room. I need to have wiggle room to make crazy bets.
You're
The problem
How much
with
did
the,
you bring?
10.
the
But like, no,
You're
no, no.
insane.
I was only like, I was playing with like 1,000 a night, maybe 2,000.
Bro, I'm gonna rob
I was
you.
too scared to lose
I'm
it
gonna
all.
rob
That's
you.
crazy.
The problem with the Baccarat is that you're going into the high roller, and a lot of the time it's 300 minimum.
Yes.
And unless you're going to the table with like $1,500, which
Yeah.
let's be
You can
real,
bu- You'll
get
is,
cleaned out.
is not pocket change. That's a lot of money to take out of an ATM and go,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I hope that wins. And then, I would do this thing because I had like a limit on my ATM card, like the first night I was there.
I remember.
Oh, yeah, we
I
all
remember
do.
you
So
called him.
like I could only take out like $300 at a time.
Oh.
And so like but I could take out more money but in $300 increments. So I had to keep putting my card back in.
Damn, that fee
So-
hit like a truck.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
only
For
like
real, you were
$12. And I
racking
was
up.
like, that's so dumb. I need to fix this. I fixed it the next day, but it would be like I take out $300. I'm like, all right, this will be good. I can make this last. Then I go to the Baccarat, see everyone's playing. They're like, get in on this hand. This is the one. I'm like, okay. Put down my 300 player, Nat 9. Fuck. And then I get
Player
up.
9.
And I get up, and then I walk to the ATM. I walked back, and then it streaked banker fucking 7 times,
Yeah.
and I went, bro!
So that's what happened. to him.
No, I
That's
get
what
you,
I'm
brother.
saying.
I
It's
get
so-
you. I
so
lost.
upsetting.
I stood up to go cash some more money from the ATM. He took my spot. Same thing. They were on a heater. Just 7 wins in a row. And I'm like, wow.
The first time I ever played Baccarat, the second I sat down, it went on a 7-win streak.
Bruh.
So then I started with like $300, and I was up $2,000 in 7 hands.
They need an ATM machine right next to the Baccarat
That's a
table.
bad idea.
I'm just telling you, that would be
a
amazing.
terrible
That would be
idea.
amazing.
You'd think for the high roller part of the casino that they would have a waitress attached to your gonads, like
Yeah.
giving you drinks, giving you massages.
Bro, they were-
dude. I swear to God,
They
the
hated us.
dealers and the pit bosses half of the time were like sour.
They
and,
hated
like,
us.
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
There are too many F words.
Yeah, too many
Like,
F words.
dude,
Yeah.
we're
I would've
gambling and
Gambling
drinking.
thousands of dollars, lady. I'm gonna say fuck when I lose it.
He gets it
No,
though.
he's
He's not lying.
He's right.
Are you
no.
not lying?
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Where was this
Get
energy?
me a drink.
God.
Exactly.
I wanted
God.
this in Vegas.
It's
bro.
like-
I
it's
wanted
like,
it.
dude.
Dude, I was
God.
straight up like, what, dude,
We're gambling
with this
and
bitch's
drinking.
attitude, why has no one just gotten up and gone to another casino? I was like,
Dude, that
I
was
would have
so
been that
funny.
petty. Me and Gracie were standing up watching it
Bro.
and just watching the pit boss look at you guys
she
with
was shit
contempt.
talking.
I
She
got
hated
like
us.
really excited when I won a hand, and
Oh, brother.
the pit boss was like, she was like, I'm not gonna pay you if you keep yelling.
Dude,
and I was like,
yes.
You're
I
not going
got
to pay me
threatened
if I
as
keep
well.
yelling?
I just won a 50-1 hand. You're not gonna let me be
Big
excited,
Big tiger.
bitch.
Big
Big
tiger.
tiger.
Brother.
I
Yeah,
can't
no.
believe it, bro.
I was
think-
dumb excited.
I
I
would have said, bitch, I'll sue you.
I slammed the table and she gave me half my earnings and I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, okay, here you go.
Like,
I was like, what
are
the
you my
hell?
fucking mom,
That's
dude?
what I'm
I'm
saying.
in Vegas.
Oh my God.
It's like wild.
It's just one of those things. It's like, you're there, the tensions are high, you're drinking. What the fuck do you expect?
Exactly.
Literally,
Come
what
on,
do you
bro.
expect? And if you want us to leave, let us leave. But we're there with like, together, like tens of thousands of
Yeah.
dollars
Yeah.
on the table. Why wouldn't you be sucking us off? Or at least being nice?
right?
Yeah.
At least like understand.
No, it was
Yeah,
like,
like-
pure disgust in
Yeah,
her
they
face.
did. They did.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess they're used to it, but still, it's like,
No, I don't think that, judging by everybody else that was there,
Yeah.
they are not used to it.
Probably not.
Like,
It's
other
probably
people
more
got
mellow.
excited. You would hear cheers from other tables.
True.
Yeah,
exactly.
I heard
But-
cheers once.
No,
from
I-
another
I-
The
table.
would
last
hear a lot
night
of
was
cheers.
good. The last night was good. It was pretty
Yeah.
chill there.
I
I think
mean, well-
it might be helpful to explain to the audience because a lot of people don't know how Baccarat works.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't understand.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So Baccarat, I'm going to try my best to explain it here. I may not get it all right, but it's a game that has the closest odds to 50-50 in the casino.
Yes.
It is.
Yes,
It's
yes.
the
The
closest.
closest to 50-50.
I think it is 50-50.
I think it literally is 50-50.
It's
Yeah, it is.
player or banker wins.
So-
Yep.
You can bet on
Yep.
small things,
You
but
can bet on the tie.
It's not
You can bet on
needed.
The
tie
small
as well.
things are what
Side
like,
bets.
The side
You
bets
can-
are what make it not 50-50.
Yeah.
You can bet player or banker. We always go banker because banker
Always.
always
Always.
wins. Do not hold us to that in the court of law.
I
Always.
witness.
Yes.
We've
Really? Let's talk about
we've
night two.
witnessed- Banker doesn't win every hand, but it wins over the scheme of the cards.
It does.
The whole cut.
I've seen it happen.
Also not true.
I don't know.
Don't-
Allegedly, with a star, could be misinterpreted as true or not true, depending on who you ask.
The reason we just always do banker is
It's
because
camaraderie.
but not even that. It's like the moment you start second guessing yourself.
Yep.
And like you want to do player, and then you're like, oh, I would have done player that time.
Yeah.
Or I wanted to do banker
Exactly.
that time.
And
And
never-
it doesn't
It
hit.
feels-
It kind of just kills your vibe.
it
Yes.
feels like
Yeah.
roulette because like that's how I feel. Like I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this, but I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
As soon, if you just go one
You have to
thing the
commit it.
whole time,
Yeah.
there's no
It's gonna
like
pay out soon.
questioning
Exactly.
yourself. It's
Exactly.
way
And
more
also,
fun
you know,
mentally.
Don't bet against your buddies. Typically, if
Exactly.
you're there with the whole table and you're a Baccarat and they're all going banker and you're like, I'm feeling player. Don't be that guy, pal.
Bro, why are you
Don't
looking
be
at me?
That guy.
Just last year, that's exactly
No,
what you did.
that was roulette. That was roulette.
Yeah, 'cause me
Same
and
goes for roulette. You know, you got to,
Yeah, me and Puff for 1 year, and Pez, he was there too. We were like, okay, we're feeling black here. And Pez's like, I don't know. I'm feeling right
We would wait
here.
until we put our chips down. The moment he starts spinning, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go red.
And you know what? And you know what? I played 10 hands of roulette and I didn't lose a single
And
one.
he won.
Hey, guess what? We lost 10.
And we're over here. And he's here like, yes!
And the whole table was just like,
That's not what you like, you know, when you're gambling with buddies. I've been there with friends who I've grown up with where I go to a casino and you've never been to the casino with them, and some people are good gamblers and they gamble with grace, and others are not so fun to gamble with, and it could be dicey when you're like. I'm going black and you're going red. It's like, hey, I've seen how this plays out a million times. Whoever loses is going to be pissed at the other person.
Yup.
That's why
it gets intense.
That's why when we were doing the Baccarat, he was like, I might bet on player. I'm like, don't do that.
No.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you're gonna,
true. I mean,
For
everybody's
half the
gonna
time,
hate you.
no, half the time I was trolling.
No, I know you
just because I know it just pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Last year or 6 months ago, Ethan did it. He bet on player when
He
everyone
did.
bet on
He did.
Baker.
See, that's
Everyone was pissed at him.
that's the thing.
Really?
I never did it.
Yes.
Even Ethan's
It was for like everyone was. It was a joke.
Yeah.
But still, it was like you
like,
motherfucker.
damn, bitch.
And he
Ethan
won.
thinks like you.
He
He does
won.
think like you. He's like low key. I kind of don't like the whole banker vibe, and I was like, don't say that out loud.
If you think,
That's the forbidden word.
If you think it's not going to be banker, you think it's going to be player, don't bet.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can.
Don't lose your money.
Or
but
just
then
do
you
small
don't-
bets if
But
you
don't
want.
gain
Why
on
did
everyone
nobody
else.
tell me this
But
shit?
but don't gain
We
on
did.
everyone else's loss.
I was
you know?
drunk.
we converted a random
There it is.
person.
Oh yeah.
He was going player, but then once we showed up, we always went
Oh,
banker.
Dave,
dude.
Dave,
Dave
I
the
fucking-
driver.
I love you, Dave. I miss you. He used to bet player, but he saw all of us go banker. He was like, I'm thinking it's player, but I'm not gonna bet on it because I want to see y'all guys win. And we're like, dude,
cool.
fucking love you, Dave. And then he started going banker all the
And then
time.
he got
And then-
converted.
and then-
We got him up.
And then we got him up
We
hella.
got him up and he
Hella.
left. He left up
Bro,
like
It was
I will
crazy.
say that was kind of worrying because,
Why?
like,
Because of
bro, he was there from like 1 p.m. to when we got there.
Oh, yeah.
at
At,
like
10?
midnight.
it's a hustle, yo.
he was there the entire
He
day.
was in that same seat.
Bro, I mean, if you really think about it, it's again, time is weird in Vegas, but if you think back, we were probably in the
You guys
Baccarat room.
You guys sit in the Baccarat room for like 4 hours.
And
Yeah.
Each time,
Hours every
day.
twice
Yeah.
a day. We were in Baccarat for 8 hours a day.
And it would
it
feel like
wasn't-
30
That's
minutes.
Pretty much,
No.
yeah.
Degenerate. Yes, we
no,
were.
five at least.
Yeah, at least
Yeah,
five.
at least
five.
8 hours is a little much.
Eight
That's a little
hours.
much.
I'm telling you, I
5
think at
hours
least
for
one
sure.
day
I don't
went
think I
to
was there
8.
for 8
it
hours
was
a day.
definitely 8 hours for me.
It was for me too.
I only played that.
We did not explain the rules of Baccarat.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
So
It's a
you-
50-50.
So you could bet on banker, you could bet on player. There's side bets. There's the tie, which can give you 8-1 odds of return. So you put
Yeah.
down $10, you get $80. If you go banker player, it's 1-1 odds. You just get $50 or however much it is.
Yeah.
Then there's the tigers, which are a little hard to explain. All we really know about is the big tiger.
Always
Big
wins.
Tiger's
Pays out
50 to
50 to
1.
one.
Tiger pays
50 to
down
1.
50-1. I hit it twice with $75. Do the math.
I
Hell
hit
yeah.
it twice with $100.
Which do the math.
Insane.
A little easier math to do.
That
Dude.
that's
Insane.
that's
I only hit it
wait.
once.
Pretty
Fuck.
sexy. Pretty sexy.
It's
Wait,
a good
were
time,
you
yo.
there the night he hit it the first time?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's when she was like, okay, this
Bananas.
is enough. No
Yeah.
more F words.
Yeah.
I think we all simultaneously jumped out of our. We were
Because it's a crazy
I know.
win.
crazy
I
payout.
was already nonverbal crossfaded. It was 420. You hit Big Tiger on
Yes.
420 for the first time.
That's-
Remember that. Mark
you
that
hit
day.
it
Write that
both.
shit down.
That's beautiful.
You
Write
hit
that
it both on the same day, and I was driving both times.
I know.
It
You're
was-
my-
Isn't that
You're my
crazy?
big tiger
So
driver.
what we mean about driving and,
Yeah.
and that
Oh, yeah.
kind of stuff, there's terminology that's used in Baccarat. So the dealer bets, or the dealer takes the cards out, the 2 cards for the banker, 2 cards for the dealer, and you can, as the player, it's banker and
Banker.
player.
Yeah.
So they give you, the player, your cards, and then you can fuck the cards up. You can
can do
fold
whatever
them,
you
you
want
can
with
rip
it,
them, you
yes.
can rip
And
them,
throw away the
you
cards.
throw away the cards. You can do whatever. So basically, you pull it out, and you get 2 cards that add up, and it's closest to 9 wins.
Yep.
And if it goes over 9,
It
say
rolls
I have
over.
say I have like a 7 and a 5, that makes 12. So
Yeah.
that'll be 2. Since once it goes over 9, it rolls back over to 0, and then so on.
And all
So-
face cards, 10s,
All
jacks,
face
queens,
cards
kings
are
are
zero.
10s.
Yes, they're all, yeah.
We
all
call that
face
monkey.
cards are zeros. We call it the monkey.
Is that actual real terminology?
That is the real terminology.
apparently,
Dude,
yeah.
I will say that was
Baccarat.
kind of like weird for me. Like I was learning all the terminology because this is my first time playing it. So I was just sitting down. And everybody's like, monkey, monkey, monkey.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Wait, what are we doing?
Guys, what?
Yeah, you're the one of having the cards. Okay, Grizzy, monkey.
Vegas changed, y'all. Sorry, continue though.
So, basically you could pull if you get an 8 or a 9 off rip, that's a nat.
A nat
natural,
9.
Natural 8, a natural 9. And so if they get anything less than that, you don't draw any more cards, and then you win.
Yep.
So that's pretty much the rules in a nutshell. You had to play a couple of games to kind of get the gist, but it's really simple after the first couple of losses or wins.
Yeah.
No, God.
Honestly, here's the thing I was about. You don't even have to count. You
No,
really
they
don't.
do
it is
for
the
you.
most
It's good
brain
to
dead.
know,
Like,
Yeah.
but you just show cards.
You just do it.
Sit
Yeah.
there, you just sit there drooling half the time.
Dead ass.
And then either you
Well
get money or
said.
you don't.
It's also I find my favorite part about Baccarat is when I'm the one flipping the
Yes.
cards.
Driving?
And I have like a natural 9.
That's
and I'm
why
like,
we
man,
have so
dude.
much fun with it because
'Cause you can
we
be
all-
dramatic.
Yes,
Yeah.
we all like to
Yes.
fuck with each other. Like I'm over here like fuck, and I got a natural 9.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I
So
joined,
we
like,
go
look at me, he's
around.
like, "Did I
We
just
go
lose my
around
money?"
the table in a rotation. So the banker will always reveal their cards, and the player will always reveal their cards. So your drive is the person in the table that's flipping the cards, and when they crash, which is they get they hit
They
player.
lose. They lose the
If
hand.
they lose, they hit player instead of banker, then
Then it
banker
rotates
to
to the
the
next
to the next person.
The way
and then-
it actually works is like if it's regular people,
Yeah.
like random people, whoever bets the most gets the
Gets to
Really?
drive.
Right.
Yeah, they
I
get
didn't
to
know
drive.
whoever
They get to
gambles
drive.
the most, like in that hand, is the one who drives.
I see.
Which is why it's kind of which is why we always want a full table of us. 'cause
Yeah, so that we
That's-
can play.
it kills the vibe
It does.
sometimes
If
when
some
a
random
random
person-
sits down, bets more than us, gets the cards, and then just flips.
And
it.
then
Honestly-
go against us on player too.
Honestly, that's
Yeah.
probably why all the pit bosses and shit didn't like us. Because we're like, yeah, you know how it's usually played? We play it like this.
Yeah, no, yeah, probably. Yeah.
So
we
they're
make
probably
it more
like-
fun.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
do
know.
make it
It is
so
more
fun.
fun. It's like it includes everybody. Everybody's with each other. And it's, I don't know.
We
Yeah.
either
It's
all
more
win or
fun
we
that
all
way.
lose.
Yeah, we all win or we all lose.
Were you guys at the table? I think it was the second night where they were playing Baccarat and they weren't getting drinks, and they weren't getting.
I know exactly what
They
you're talking
weren't
about.
getting drinks for such a long time.
Oh,
that
yes.
everyone at the table started to boycott.
They want to
And
strike.
said, we're not going to play another hand until we get drinks, until we get a waitress over here.
That's crazy.
And they sat there for like 15 or 20 minutes, no drinks, already having spent grands, thousands of dollars at this table. And
Was that one of our tables or
No,
another
yeah, it
I
was
table?
one of our
remember. It was
tables.
It was another
the other
table.
table.
It was theirs, yeah.
And so they're sitting there for like 20 minutes, nothing's happening, and I guess the dealer, the pit boss, was like, we'll just outweight them. They'll get bored. They'll gamble eventually.
What the hell?
And so they started playing rock paper scissors with each other for $100 chips.
What the
Sitting
what?
down at the
That's
table.
hilarious.
It's like,
That's
all right,
so funny.
rock paper scissors, sliding chips to each other.
That's
doing
so
See, it's
double or
like
nothing.
It's like if you're driving, you got to drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Now.
I actually,
Literally.
I don't know why they were so stubborn this weekend. Like how they were just like they just didn't fuck with us.
Oh, yeah,
they didn't want to
not
get
at
us
all.
drinks. The whole
Because we were winning, baby.
That's-
It's
that's
'cause
probably
we were
it,
winning.
literally.
I think
Well,
it's
you
because
think if
we.
you were winning, get us drunk, let us gamble more and lose it.
True.
Yeah.
See, that's how it works.
That's exactly what happened when I was crossfaded.
Yeah.
Brother, I don't think I've been more depressed than just watching $3,000
Just
get taken
disappear.
away.
Bro,
This man's crossfade is sound as hell. He's like 3K.
Well,
bro.
He's like, and he
I
didn't
wish
say
I
anything.
saw
He
that.
just put his chips on the thing. We're like, Grizzy?
I wish I
He's like,
saw that.
No, because
Right.
I was so fucked. Because every drink I had was a double. I
Yep.
fucking smoked with you on the party bus back from Wrestlemania, and then I just kept going, and got to the point I was like, in my head, I'm like, I can't even say words anymore because we were also losing. This is how I knew I had the full
I remember
ba-
you were
it was
quiet.
so
Bro.
funny watching you just.
I had the full
He was
Vegas
locked in.
experience when I caught myself just in the mode of just and then doing like the stimming with the
Yeah,
chips.
Yeah.
Like it literally was just loss, toss.
That's crazy.
And
you're
then
like-
after a while, it's like, wait a minute, where is it?
that was me the third day when I was down bad.
Dude, you were like, you hated it. You wanted to leave so
Oh,
bad.
I did.
how-
Bro,
how
yeah,
much
there
sat
was.
Down
I
at the
know.
table
Were you
and went
down?
on a 9 wash streak.
10.
I'm like,
Oh
I'm
my
getting.
God.
It was 10.
It was 10.
Yes.
I was like,
It
I'm
was
getting
10.
the fuck out
How
of
much
here.
were you down?
On the second, I went. It's so stupid.
By the third day.
The third. Okay,
You
so
did some pretty dumb things. to
the
be fair.
first day
Yeah.
I was up like 2K. I was doing well. I was
were
like, it was
cruising,
good.
you were
The
cruising.
second day I got drunk, and then I sat on tail. I'm like $2,000 hand lost. I'm like, you know what? Gotta make it back. $3,000 hand lost, and I'm like, well,
We
that's
lost
awesome.
together. But to be fair, like it was like 4 or 5 hours at the table. I was like, yo, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Gotta go out on a heater. 1,500. Boom. Whole loss. They got a
Yeah.
9. That's it.
Yep.
This is where we make it back. Boom. 1,500.
Another 9?
Another loss.
Oh my god.
So then-
And I just sat there. and
is
said,
that when I dodged the bullet and went to sleep early?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
And then,
Yes,
so
it
then
was.
by this end of the second day, I was like $6,000 down. So I was like, I'm pissed. So then the third day, I'm like, this is my redemption arc. The second I sit down, 10 wash streak. I'm like, I'm gonna fly home. If this doesn't
I
start
remember
going well.
you were in a sour mood. It was like we had just gone up because I was in similar dire straits to you. Where
Yeah.
I think by the third day, I was down like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, wow, I really am not comfortable. This is, this could have gone better.
Exactly. And
And-
I was mad at me because I'm like, I made some
Same.
stupid ass. I'm like, that was just stupid decisions. But then like that whole day, I kept climbing a little bit back up. I ended up being only 1K down. And I was like, I don't want to end down.
No.
But because I'm petty or just, weird. And so it was like midnight. And on the very last day, I was like, I'm putting 3,000 down on one hand. If I'm down, I'm down. If I get it, I get it. And I put it, I went into the
Oh, you went
Baccarat.
monkey mode.
You went monkey mode.
We got back. I only went in, put it down. I won. I said, going to fuck to bed.
Yeah.
And I went to bed.
That's the
I
healthiest
remember
way of
That's,
doing
that's
that.
what we did the last day because we were like, this is when we all just like throughout the trip we were trying to make sure we weren't out of money. That was like
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
entire
Yep.
like idea. Do not be out of money because if you're out of money the rest of the trip you're gonna hate yourself.
Exactly.
Everyone's gonna be gambling. So then on the last day we're like. Monkey mode,
Monkey
motherfucker.
mode.
So let's start doing big ass bets,
Dude.
And that's exactly what we
That's
did.
how Matt broke even.
That is how Matt.
I
Bro,
can't
that
believe
last,
it.
The
Matt
that
was
last
your
night, that was crazy.
I
yeah,
can't believe
Matt
it.
went full monkey mode.
Same exact shit for me, dude. It was we're on the table.
And
We
y'all were
started-
losing bad
we
before,
were losing
too.
real bad.
Yeah.
It was we were getting fisted. It was like eight 9
losses.
players,
Yeah.
players in a row.
Dude.
We're like something's got to give. Something's got to give. I think maybe I hit the big tiger twice, so I was up considerably. I was already at like my 7 or like 8, and so I was like, I'm even or even like a grand up.
You're right.
Blah blah blah. And then I think I did a $2,000 bet and I lost, so it was back down to 5, and I was like, okay, fuck. and then I was there with Eric of Gamershops.
Yeah.
Eric. And he's like, how much do you all trust me? And I said, with my life. And I took I alled in. I alled in because he alled in.
Right.
Way bigger stack than me. So
Oh,
I
what?
was like,
Oh, right.
all right, let's do it. I trust you with my life. Bam. And then boom, boom.
Sniped it.
And then it wasn't natural, so we had to draw 2 more cards.
Oh,
I
God,
think
it's so
I
nerve-wracking.
think we won by like 2.
That's
but we won.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
like that got me back up to 10, and then I think I lost like maybe an additional grand. And I said, I'm done.
Yeah.
I got up and I
Yeah.
fucking cashed out, and then I hear, oh, and I look over to you at your table,
Yeah.
and then you go over to the counter, and you're fucking like looking at your money, like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna go.
Because the fucking my hand was I got a queen and a 7, and they got like an ace and a 5 or something, and I was like, oh fuck.
So
That was
draw
close.
again.
No,
Yeah,
it was
you lost by-
they drew one
They drew
more.
one more.
Or something. I forget exactly what
They get to,
happened.
they
I'm
get to
telling you,
draw
bro.
one
They
more, I
were
think.
they were able to draw one more, and then it didn't.
They draw the monkey.
I think it rolled over and was like a 2, and I was like,
that's
oh.
I'm telling you, they were making up rules there.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
At the
thought they
table,
made up
they were
rules.
like, "Here's monkey. You lost, by the way."
Yeah.
Like, what? What do you mean I lost?
Yeah, it'd
it's
be
funny.
like 5-4. They draw, they get a monkey. It was like, okay, we get a turn, and then they just took our chips.
Like,
We're
nah.
But
we
it was
don't
funny,
get a turn.
little
the rule
rules.
went both ways. So I think somebody said, "Oh, that made up rule that sucks" or whatever, and then I think it was 3 rounds later, you had won because of that
Oh,
rule.
and then I
Yeah, we did.
And then the dealer was like, "Not such a stupid rule now, is it?" It's like, yeah, you're damn right it isn't.
Yeah.
was it the pit boss?
No,
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 it was
that
the
was
lady
the dealer.
dealer.
Yeah, that's what-
we
Oh,
had
the pit
some.
boss
We
is
had
there?
some good dealers. The pit bosses are usually the ones who were.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
I got
angry.
yelled at
They're the
at
ones in the
blackjack
suits.
when I was really drunk at 4:30 in the morning with Ethan. It was, oh my God, it was Ethan the Dew and who else?
Probably Matt.
Oh
yeah.
it was Blurring, I think. We're just sitting down. I forgot what was I just about to say. There was a lot of that table. This random guy Timmy came up and completely killed the vibe.
Fuck you, Timmy.
Ruined the vibe. We had a dealer there, Ben, who was so chill. That was it. Super chill. We were having a laugh with him, dude, for what seemed like 45 minutes, and we were heating up, like really doing well. having just a gay time, gentlemen.
Beautiful.
And this
A happy time.
4:30 a.m. This dude walks up. The best I can describe him is like he had stubble. He looked like the dad from Inside Out, the Pixar movie.
I
know what you're talking about.
Instantly, just
Dude,
I know.
dude,
That's
just,
crazy.
you
I know
know,
Timmy.
I'm not a judgmental person, but the guy immediately came down and just started like the wackest, like most awkward energy. He loses his hand, goes, "Fuck you, Ben." Straight up to the dealer. Oh, so it was Smitty. Smitty was the other one, not Matt.
Yeah.
And so Smitty goes, "Whoa, you don't know him like that. What the fuck's the matter with you?" And then we all go, "Yeah, what the fuck's the matter with you?" And he's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. It was a joke. I'm joking. I'm just joking. It was a joke." And then Ethan's just like, "Oh, that's a 4:30 a.m. joke." And we're all pissing ourselves and we're laughing.
I love Ethan, bro.
Ethan's such a funny guy,
so
bro.
funny.
Ethan, one of the funniest motherfuckers.
And so this dude is just, he keeps trying to make jokes. He keeps trying to like,
He
it's like,
stood
there. Lighten the
like,
mood.
yes.
Stayed.
And it was for 15 minutes, like having the guy who can't take the hint at the lunch table just still,
Yeah.
To like fuck off.
still keep going. And he like, dude, I swear we lose. Like he's hitting on all the wrong shit and we keep losing. He's
Was
like,
he first?
No, he was last, but
Oh,
like
okay.
he would fucking take the dealer's like
Yeah.
bust,
Yeah.
and then the
And then
dealer
the
would
dealer
flop
would-
like
yep.
a 21, and everyone sent on 20, and so we're like, wow, we can't believe that happened, and then Ben just goes like, yeah, well they were winning before you got here,
Damn. Let him know, Ben.
and then he was like, oh, well, what the hell, bro, what the hell, that's and then I went, bro, you started it,
Yeah.
and. I forget what oh yeah, I go, well, what's your name, dude? Because he was sitting there for 15 minutes, we didn't know his name. Oh, what's your name? Oh, you guys should call me Timmy. And I was like, oh, is Timmy short for Timothy? He goes, yeah, I didn't want to open with Timothy because guys can be a little intimidated by that.
What?
And I literally
Is Timothy an intimidating
and I
name?
literally went, dude, if you told me your name was Timothy, I would have grabbed my chips and fucking run away. I would have sprinted the fuck out of here. And
Unironically,
everyone was
gonna come back.
dying laughing, and I think we just ended up losing.
That's
It was-
so
It
funny.
was I was so fucking drunk. We were up. We were losing a bunch of money. I was just chatting with Ethan. I was going to explain. So I was in the middle of just drunkenly explaining how. I'm not even going to get it. It was a ramble.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
spare you the ramble. But I'm getting very excited, and I knock over my Long Island iced tea all over
no.
the table. And this is why I brought it up. I had already fucked up really bad at that table because while the play was still ongoing, someone was behind me, sort of distracting me, going like, yo, just go all in this next hand. I was like, all right, I'll just go monkey mode. Pushed all my chips in during an active hand. Had no idea how much I originally bet. Held up the entire game for like 3 minutes. Pit boss came over like a Russian mobster, started being like,
Oh, fuck.
hey, dude, you're not supposed to bet when the game's going on. Blah,
Yep.
blah, blah. And dude, it was like getting chewed out by like the principal in
Yep.
high school, like an adult telling you off. And I thought I was going to get shot.
The
the
same-
energy.
Sir, can you come with us, please?
The same thing happened to me during Baccarat like twice. I kept getting distracted and taking my bet back before they paid it out.
I remember that.
And there was one, I did it twice, and they're like, do that one more time, and you're getting up. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sorry,
Yeah,
man.
you
What?
have to
fuck
leave your
around.
chips
You
there
feel
so
like-
they know what to give you.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like the biggest ass.
They get,
Oh,
there's
God,
like
I
a
swear.
system to
That's
gamble.
when it's like, that's when it's like, oh yeah, I need to lock the fuck in.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That's when
literally.
it's your fault.
There was
That's
one
when you
where
put the
I'm
beer
like,
down.
damn.
Like, hold
Yeah.
on.
Exactly. I'm having too much fun. My
That's-
bad.
Yeah, that's
Like,
when you go, I'm going to wait.
That I don't blame them
Yeah,
for.
I don't blame
I'm
them
gonna
for
wait
that.
for the
makes
ice to
sense.
melt. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But, that was one hell of a blackjack. I was like, damn, I need to stop the Long Island iced teas.
Yeah.
Long Island iced teas are
They're
dangerous, man.
destructive.
5 liquors
Yeah,
in
there's
there,
like 4 or
right?
5 liquors in there.
Goddamn
Crazy.
right.
And
I'm not coming to Vegas to fuck spiders, gentlemen.
You came up to
Well
me.
said.
I think you were pretty drunk. You went, get you a Long Island iced tea. I'm like, I'll think about it. You're like, it's not even from Long Island and there's no iced tea. I'm like, the fuck is it then? I don't know.
That sounds like
Dude.
me. I was definitely
I'm telling you, if I was feeling primed, I would have gotten obliterated every night.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
should've.
same.
Like, dude, I couldn't.
Vegas
Like,
is
day
sick.
one, I
Yeah.
felt like
Like-
death. I was up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I was feeling
Yep.
a little sick. Next day, couldn't fucking sleep, or I spent the entire night coughing my lungs out and bleeding from my nose.
It
Yeah.
is like that.
Dude, it was.
You,
fu-
it
it was
sucked, you
rough.
were dying
I
too.
was going through,
I,
but
I threw up first night.
Really? Oh yeah.
I left early because
You
I
left the
was just
dinner
feeling
early.
sick.
I fell asleep in the shower.
I could not enjoy the dinner.
For real?
I had to.
I was eating the dinner. I was like, bro.
I've never heard you more quiet in my life.
I wanted to
We
die.
were sitting right next to each
yeah.
other, and it,
Tell me about
no
it.
talking. And he went, "I gotta go lay down."
No, I was literally like, I don't want to make a scene. Irish goodbye. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, no.
And I saw y'all later. I was up at 2 a.m. I was like, all right, what's
I
the
remember you
vibes?
came back with the second win. I was
I was like, what's the
surprised.
vibes, guys?
He did come back.
That happened with
crazy.
Yummy too. Yummy did the same thing.
I went up.
He
Yummy
left, and then he
didn't
came out. He's like,
I felt
"Where's
bad
everybody
for,
at?"
I felt bad for Yummy, man. He had that surgery and then
Yeah,
he
yeah.
No.
And then
He actually,
Vegas.
he actually
Isn't
didn't
that
do that
dry
bad.
ass air?
He didn't do that bad.
Really? With
Yeah,
the dry
he said
air?
he said he didn't feel that bad.
Oh, that's good.
Which
good.
I
Surprising.
He
which
just
is
said
very
that
good.
breathing felt cold. Like
Whoa.
his nose, he's not used to his nose being so open
Yeah.
and like fresh air. So he's like, dude, it was so cold that it hurt.
Interesting.
Damn.
So
What
I was
the
like,
fuck?
so he was like just like breathing, like not like deep breath. He was like
Yeah.
small breath
Mouth
at a time.
breathing.
I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like when your nose is just so clear,
so
you're
like
like,
mentholy?
yeah, kinda.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
You gotta get Yummy some smelling salts.
dude, I
Bro,
was
you
just,
kill him.
Bro, that would, yeah, that actually might put him in
Fucking
shock.
murder him.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
but no, it literally like day one, 24 hours awake,
hilarious.
felt sick, fuck my life. Day two, survived off Dayquil, had zero voice because I coughed my lungs out, still had nosebleeds, still
Yep.
kind of feeling sick. But 2 Dayquils, and I said, fuck it, let's get it started.
You know.
I sent the LeBron meme, I said, let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, where's the Baccarat table? All
Bro,
right.
I was calling your ass because you went to bed
Dude,
at
Bro.
like,
we were so worried
yeah,
about
you
you.
went to bed
we
at
were
like,
please.
11 a.m. or 11 p.m.
'Cause you went to
didn't wake
sleep
up till,
early.
like 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like, all we
Nice.
want
Yeah.
is like you to answer the phone and be like, like that.
And
We
then-
just wanted to hear you.
Wait,
We
you
just
didn't
want,
wake up at all. You
bro,
slept
it was
everything.
so boring.
Yeah.
Slumped.
Bro,
We were
third
all
day I was
texting in the
fucked
group
up.
chat, being like, "It's 2 p.m. Is Grizzly like alive?"
Yeah, I woke
Yeah.
up from individual calls from all of you guys, and then the individual text like, "You good? You
Yeah.
alive?
Yeah.
Yo,
telling you, bro.
Because you slept for like
It was
12
boring.
hours.
Welfare check.
I don't think
I had to make sure, bro.
Yeah.
bro. I needed that.
Oh, yeah.
because
Well,
then
yeah,
the
'cause you were
next
good.
night, I mean, I was still kind of fucking. It's so weird because like I was sick, but I didn't feel sick for the rest of the trip. So like I had the cough, no cold, no fever, like nothing. It just I would just cough my lungs out,
You
and
gotta
I
be
didn't know if
careful.
it was
It was like a
Casinos-
half-ass
Casinos,
sickness.
bro. They're like casinos are like huge virus vectors. Everyone's
Oh,
slapping.
easily.
Everyone's touching everything.
Yeah.
Yup.
I was spamming hand sanitizer and trying.
Oh,
to-
yeah.
I think
That's
I had-
smart. I gotta do that,
we're at one
bro.
of the
I picked that
tables.
shit
That,
up $3 at the CVS.
we were at one of the tables, and you just put it to me. I was like,
So,
"Thank
yeah.
God!"
Yeah, it's
Like,
like-
Super smart.
People see that and you go, please, sir. And I'm just
please, sir.
It's like whipping out gum in
Yeah.
school.
No,
Literally.
God.
straight up.
But no, I had it in my room. But like other than that, dude, like I genuinely wish I could have like just fucking gone just
Monkey
ape
mode.
shit.
Dude, I-
Literally,
I'm very
just
glad.
ape shit.
I'm very glad I left early the first day. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like if
Yeah.
I didn't, I
It
would
would've
have
been
way more miserable.
I would have ruined
Yeah.
the whole trip for me.
That's-
I literally had to go up real quick, take a quick 3-hour nap. I'm back.
Sometimes you gotta
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
out.
I knew-
that's literally all I needed.
I knew I was going through it when I chose my well-being over Baccarat, bro.
Yeah,
Swear
you
to
were gonna
God.
leave.
Because we were on a heater, and I was like, nah, I feel like shit. I'm going to bed. I don't care if we're winning. And I went to bed. I needed it, bro.
I
It was
skipped that on
crazy.
dessert.
And then you woke up feeling great.
shit-
And then, yeah, dude. Bro, I was about to leave a day early, but then Baccarat, man.
I
winning.
remember at the table, you guys being like, we were supposed to board our flight in 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
We're
that
like,
was.
you didn't
that was
cancel
just-
your flight.
it
You're
was-
supposed to cancel your flight so other people can board your
Well,
We were in the middle of the
That's my
hand, and
spot.
droid.
And, you know,
we
I'm
were in the
like-
middle of the hand. Droid goes, "Oh, flight boarding."
I was like, yeah, flight's boarding now. I was like, whatever. I'm here.
I'm like, those people didn't pay for the ticket. Fuck it, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
we originally were gonna leave
A day earlier.
because
Yeah.
we were like 3 days in Vegas. That's enough.
But the WrestleMania took a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like
It did.
Oh, yeah.
It
That
was
was the
like,
reason
you
we
needed
stayed.
the night.
And plus, we didn't have any fucking dinner, man. I
Yeah.
skipped
Dude.
the first dinner, so I was like,
Yeah.
I
Bro,
need
yeah.
this dinner, bro.
I swear to God, like for 2 days, our like protein and consumption, which is nothing but alcohol and caffeine. I think that's why I was
Yeah.
dying. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I can't do this
You
anymore.
could, in theory, live on that.
Swear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that a try.
Can we get a fact check on that?
Alcohol and
This is why you
shots.
always drink BBL, baby. Always
Oh,
drink
God.
it.
Yeah.
That's why you always drink
Put some
Crusader
vodka in
Aid.
that shit, too.
Alcohol
Vodka in
and
that
beer.
shit.
Yummo.
Maybe with the non-caffeinated.
yeah,
Maybe,
right.
yeah.
Hey, Four Loko did it, and they were not discontinued for like they had a streak.
Oh, they still make those?
No,
They
they
still
don't.
make Four
They
Loko?
make Four Locos.
No, they do.
It just doesn't have caffeine anymore.
Bro,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
back then, Four Locos were crazy, man.
They were. If you missed out on the OG Four Locos, if you didn't have an older brother or sibling to like give you Four Locos,
Exactly.
I had
you're
one.
you're kind of a loser.
No, that ass, bro. My
I
sisters,
never
they
had
hooked me
one, by
up.
the way.
They were pretty.
Bro, they were
I
intense.
I remember the heart palpitations 3-4 Locos would do to you.
3 of them.
Yes,
Bro.
sir.
Damn.
Yes.
I
And they're-
only
they're-
did one.
Bro, they're tall too.
I know they're tall boys.
Yeah, no, on God, bro.
You
Dude, just
split them
wait
between
till-
you and your best friend so you could do as many cartwheels.
It was a fucking good time,
Yeah,
yeah.
13 was
Bro.
right.
Bro, I
Wait till
fucking
Twisted
love.
Tea amps
Man,
up
I just
their
you
shit.
just want to run. You just want to run down the street real quick.
Oh God, you start doing some
Let's
nefarious
just use
acts.
faster, bro.
The fair, yep.
Dude, I forgot what we did a drunk session and I cranked like 12 Twisted Teas.
That's like a sugar rush.
I didn't
Damn.
know. I didn't know they had 30 grams of
was it?
I
caffeine.
remember.
Yeah.
I remember you got
What?
done. You're like,
There's 30
Yeah.
grams of caffeine per fucking 12-ounce can.
You're like the lady that fucking died drinking the spiked lemonade at the Panera Bread.
Didn't know that was a
Panera
thing.
Bread.
That's
What?
right.
Has
Wait,
spiked
you did-
lemonade?
Yeah, not spiked as in like energy lemonade.
Oh, okay,
It had like
okay.
150 milligrams per serving. She got like a 4-ounce gulp, or like one of the
my
giant
God.
gulp cups.
Oh, she
my
bugging.
God.
Oh,
died.
she filled it up.
she
died.
died.
Well, yeah, that's like
She overdosed on caffeine and died in a heart
800
condition. And trying to eat
Bro.
can't even eat a fucking bread bowl in America without dying drinking the fucking lemonade.
It was 800 milligrams of caffeine.
It would have been like a
Yes.
Bro, he's
like-
done that.
No, he had.
Yeah,
no,
but
yes,
he's
he
not,
has.
he's not
You've
like
done
a
800?
He's not like a 5'5" like
Oh,
woman
yeah,
with a
5'5".
woman with a heart condition.
45-year-old woman.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
45-year-old
pounds.
woman just
Yeah.
the
On 800
recommendation
milligrams.
is 600, Grizzy. That's like the max.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The
You should not go over
Not for him.
600. Not with you, I
recommendation is
guess.
Like 200 to 400.
Wait,
a day.
a cup of coffee, to put it into perspective, is like 110.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. But damn.
If you double
You
scoop
went
G stuff, that's
800?
200. That used to be my when we lived together, brother. I'd wake up, boom,
You had caffeine
energy
all the
drinks.
time.
Oh my
Yeah, I had cans, I had G subs, I had pre-workout. And my pre-workout back then was like 400 milligrams per scoop. So guaranteed 400 a
That's
day.
why you almost had a
Come back,
stroke.
we're going live.
Oh my
crazy,
gosh, you
Bro.
were just sitting down streaming, drinking
Yep.
all that shit.
I don't know how you're alive.
Buzzing in your chair.
Bro,
Why do you
if
think I
I,
ripped that fucking door off in Warzone?
if I have
Oh,
2
shit.
scoops of gamer subs, I'm tweaking. I start shaking.
Here's a hack. 1 scoop of caffeine and 1 scoop of caffeine.
What do you
That's
think I
exactly
do?
what he does.
That's what he does.
Because it gets the flavor in there.
You want the flavor.
Yeah, I
without
always
the
do 1
buzz.
caffeine, 1.5 of caffeine.
Some
I wanna
people,
raise no bitch.
some people really sensitive to caffeine. Can't help it.
Yep.
Yeah, you should just double.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
Yeah, I double too.
I can't do double scoop.
I 1.5 that shit.
Yeah.
1.5?
It's like
That's
it's
smart.
like 1 3/4 for me. Yeah, it's not like a whole second scoop.
Yeah, I'm not heaping that shit in.
I mean, I don't really do like a full. Do you guys do a full cup of water with your gamer
Yes.
subs?
I go up to here.
No, I go like, yeah, we're
stay
past that.
hydrated.
Yeah.
I do mine with
Oh,
like.
God.
I
I
go
go
all
up
the
like
way.
half.
I go all the way up to here,
Yeah,
above
mainly go
above the
half and
logo.
do 2 scoops.
No, I'm gonna say it depends. Yeah, if I'm doing 2 scoops, I'll probably go like 3/4.
Okay, that's where I go. That's where I go.
I'm going just whatever the water bottle
Your
can do.
shit juicy as hell. Then, not don't pause. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it is.
But
No take back. No.
It is juicy.
Would you be down to do a Patreon episode?
I was gonna say, do you guys roll
yeah.
into a
We
paper?
Yeah,
usually
we
do
do.
an hour each.
Let's
That's
do it.
usually the plan.
Let's do
All
it.
right. We're gonna.
hell yeah.
Hey,
Patreon.
sorry.
Oh.
We're going to Patreon, fellas. This is the end of the normal person podcast. If you're in with the special club,
Yeah.
if you're a real patron, if you're a
Normal
real
person.
supporter of the Clooless podcast, go check it out on Patreon. We're going to continue our epic talks. We're gonna get into some spicy secret shit that you wouldn't maybe otherwise have seen.
Bro, Droid is loving this shit.
Yeah. You didn't have to do the outro.
Tap in, yo.
So, if you're just a normal viewer and you just don't got the money in your wallet to see the rest of the episode, then thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and that was the Clueless podcast. I love these guys. I fucking love them. Going
yeah.
to Vegas was sick.
Hell
we
yeah.
all
Oh my
won
God.
together. We were
Hell
all
yeah.
up tremendously. I don't think we have a single person who was held.
Not here.
No,
not
not
here.
here.
Not in this room.
Not here.
Not in this room.
Who's here? Come on now.
Always up. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode and my 420 drop.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
get it,
Don't buy
get it.
Swagger's
Maybe
420
still
drop.
It's
Lift it
not-
up.
Show it up. Show it up.
Pick that
Yeah, I
up.
would
Show it
say,
up right here.
show each individual thing real
We
quick.
got ourselves a rolling tray.
Oh, nice catch.
Thank you. We got a rolling tray with a
W.
magnetic lid. Pretty
W.
cool. I'm in space.
It's beautiful.
We got a shaker cup that's made out of metal. It's me blasting off with a chimp.
Yeah.
And then we have
then the mouse pad.
swag mouse pad you can go check out.
And might as well go buy some Crusader Raid,
And
man.
buy
Yes.
some
Might as
Crusader
well.
Raid.
Use code Clue. Use code Swagger
Code
when you buy it
Clue, I
all.
say use code Clue.
Hell yeah.
Use code
yeah.
Clue. CLOO.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Patreon.
I was really thinking
See
you
you
were gonna
later.
mess that up.
Oh my God.
That was a good ass outro.